Okay, you're on.
Going to call the November 13th, 2024 Police Commission, I call it the St. John Metropolitan Police Commission meeting to order. With that, let's rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's right, yeah.
Is it? Go ahead.
Yeah. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You want to, did you call?
You want me to answer
Yeah,
it?
go, I mean, yeah, tell me we started the meeting, but.
Hey, Ray. Okay, yeah, we just started, so, okay, all right, go ahead, okay, bye. He's saying, he's out in Belleville, he'll never make it, so.
Perfect. Okay, roll call
All right, Mr. Paradiso is absent, Mr. Palmetier,
here.
Mr. Johnson's absent, Mr. Kometz. Here. Mr. Nestor,
Present.
Chief Flores, Attorney Decker,
Here.
Council Liaison Jorgensen's not here, and Town Manager Billy Manasopoulos is not here.
All right, I'm looking for an approval for the meeting minutes of October 9th, 2024. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Police Department monthly report, Chief Flores.
Okay. Okay, from October 1st through the 31st, the members of St. John Police Department logged 29,300 miles and responded to 635 law incidents. The investigation of these incidents led to 36 arrests, with 60 charges being filed. There were 156 traffic citations issued, along with 366 written warnings, for a total of 522 citations being issued during the month. Vehicle thefts totaled 10,000, other thefts totaled 21,990. Recovered property totaled $10,031. And again, you kind of see the breakdown of what those figures are. So as far as a monthly report, that is all I have for that at this time.
All right, any questions for the chief? Let the record reflect Councilman Jorgensen has just arrived.
Thank you. Well, I have no idea what foolhardy person changed the meeting to 4 o'clock, but,
That was me.
oh, I know.
Oh, I know.
I know.
Councilman, do you have anything for the chief? He just read his report.
No, I look at the app.
Good? Still helpful to you?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I mean, it's pretty up to date. Good stuff.
Good.
I'm sure you all do. Randolph, what do you think about that app?
Keep the decorum. We're in a public meeting. All right, nobody has no questions for the chief. Old business? None. New business, police general hire eligibility list update. Chief?
Okay, kind of a couple things that, the testing we did completed on November 2nd. We did the agility test and the written test. So the day of the test, we had 7 people show up for the agility. One of those failed the agility test. And then, actually, I'm sorry, 2 failed the agility test, so we ended up having 5 take the written. So out of those 5, 4 of those passed, and we actually had the interviews today. And out of those 4, we compiled a list of candidates, which I will pass the score sheet around, and we have the list available as well, too. Which are ranked by their applicant number, and I will pass that around as well too. And if you have any questions, once you see the list, just let me know. The 4 that went through the interviews today, the number 1 candidate was, he's a young kid, 22 years old. He was phenomenal. He has a bachelor's in computer science. So they're all good candidates. Hopefully next time that we do this, we're gonna reach out a little bit further. We gotta change some things up a little more to attract more people. We've never had this problem before, having it such a low turnout as far as applicants, people picking up applications. But it's not just us, it's nationwide. Police departments across this country are having a hard time getting qualified people. So I think the next time we do this, we're going to try to, probably before we do it, go to some job fairs like Purdue Northwest, Indiana University Northwest. I know there's a couple of the townships around here that do job fairs sometimes, and possibly open it up, an application process where they can fill it out online. And then hopefully that'll trigger some more people to do that. And then we have a bank of people that we can go through. Hopefully it draws more into that pool. So then when we have the opportunity to go through the process, we have a large pool of people to pull from. So definitely got to change some things up for next time to try to attract more people. So again, we've never had this issue before. Usually you get 1 or 2 spots, you got close to 100 people picking up applications for it. But again, it's across the country. It's not just here.
I was just
So
gonna say, I think that's kind of the going trend. Nobody wants
it
to.
is, unfortunately, yeah.
That sucks. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a question. So on that list, and excuse me if it's on there, what, does it, so none of these applicants had prior police experience or nothing like that?
Yes, I'm sorry. There is one that is a police officer that's, and he's ranked number 3. Yeah, he's an officer in a neighboring jurisdiction. So other than that, that's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. So we're pretty comfortable with the list. They all did well on their interviews. Like I said, the first one, he knocked it out of the park for being 22 years old. We were all impressed on how well he did. So hopefully, before this list expires, we'll be able to get, the first applicant, maybe the second one, because they were both pretty good.
Do you need a motion on that?
I'm looking for a motion to approve this eligibility list, which will go into effect today once you gentlemen sign it, and it'll be good for 2 years. Again, this is just a list, and it'll expire, obviously, November 13th of 2026.
Looking for a motion for the eligibility list for general hire.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion. Do I have a second
I'll second that.
on the question? All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, 3 ayes.
Thank you.
Public comment?
So I do have something to kind of follow up with that.
But we're done, chief.
Yeah, I was, but
We're done.
so today, as I told you guys before, Sergeant Dowland, the one that got hurt on duty, the one that broke his leg, he went through the process and he has to take a disability. So therefore, he's retiring effective. His last day on the books is Friday. His last day was today. Physically here, but his last day on the books is Friday. So we just found this out a couple days ago. He finally got everything approved by PERF. So after 24 years of service, unfortunately, not on his terms, he's kind of forced to retire because of his injury. So yeah, he's done as of Friday. The big loss for us, he was a tremendous police officer, a great supervisor. He was one that, at night when he was working, I slept well knowing that if something goes down, decisions are going to be made the right way. So it's a huge loss to us. He's been one of our go-to people. If it's 3 in the morning, you call him, he's off, and you need him in, he's that guy to come in. So it's a big loss for us. So I just wanted to let you gentlemen know, and I was going to have him come here today, but he's like, I'm not that guy. I don't want all that. I just want to be done, and that's it. So, yeah. So we're going to be down an officer here for a little bit. So just wanted to.
Pass on the board's gratitude to him, towards him, when
Will
you
do.
talk to him, please.
We'll do.
The best in
Yep.
recovery.
Yeah, thank you. He's doing all right. I mean, he's able to get around a little bit, but with standing for a lengthy period of time or anything, his foot starts to bother him. So, yeah, unfortunately, he's very limited on what he can do. So,
He was a good leader,
He was.
and he was a good guy.
oh, he was.
I mean, I've talked to a lot of people, and I knew him from the past time I was on the council, and he was quality.
He was. This one hurts because he was good.
Are we gonna wanna give him his service weapon?
Yeah, I was going to bring that to the council's attention to see if we can.
We will absolutely do that.
Okay.
I'm sure.
All right, perfect. I will get that to Billy so you guys can get it on the agenda.
If we can get it on the agenda, and I assume you want to present it to him.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll get it done.
If he wants it like that. I mean, it sounds like he doesn't want the
Yeah, I mean,
variety or being.
if nothing else, I mean, we could give it to him like at a department meeting or something if he doesn't want to come, but I'm sure he'll be very thankful for
I
it.
wouldn't imagine it's going to be a problem at all.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Chief, are you done? You got is that everything?
I think so, yeah. I think, let me make sure I got it, yeah. Yeah.
Does that then create the opening to hire someone, or?
It is, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait until probably March or April of next year because of budget stuff.
Gotcha.
So hopefully by the end of March, we'll get that ball rolling and get him replaced.
Just by way of explanation from the council, our TIF will start kicking in then.
Yep.
Which is the reason why we had to wait until next year for
It's the
that.
second quarter too, right?
I tried, we really wanted to do it this year, but, I mean, to balance the budget one more time after the last council, we had to wait. But the TIF will kick in, and we'll have the extra funds. So, and we've discussed that before.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, once that happens, we should be fine. And then next month, at your December 11th meeting, we're going to have 2 promotions coming up. So being Sergeant Dowland's retiring, we have to fill his spot in the sergeant's role, and then we'll move a corporal into that spot, and then move a patrolman up to a corporal. So there'll be 2 promotions for next month on your meeting agenda.
who are you going to move up into Dolan's spot?
Zuzich, Corporal Zuzich, and then Officer Schaefer is next on the list for corporal. So it'll be the 2 of them. So,
A well-oiled machine here, Chief. Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. Other than that, that's it. Thank you, gentlemen.
Are we
Anything?
going to be looking at, then, some serious overtime?
We have had some overtime with him being gone.
Yeah.
I think it's created some voids in the schedule where we've had to move some people around to make things work. My biggest concern is not having that supervisor on the street. There's times that we don't have a supervisor on the road, which creates a problem. So, yeah, we had to make some moves and switch things around and pay some overtime, but we're making it work.
I mean, we have to do what we have to do, and the holidays are coming up.
Right.
So I assume you put another guy on the street during those periods of time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Does Beth know about that and what we're going to,
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
with our overtime budget, I've been watching it pretty close, so that way we make sure that we have enough to cover that for the rest of the year if there's some voids in it. And then next year, obviously, the same thing, to move some people around to make sure we're covered. So, yeah, I've got it taken care of,
all right.
yeah.
What about all those problems we've had on Garden Way? I mean,
Which ones are that?
You're done. Councilman.
I'm sorry. I wanted to leave with a little bit of levity.
I was like,
I mean, it leaves it somewhat
I mean, his
ambiguous.
house, not mine. I've been quiet, he'll tell you.
Yeah, haven't seen him in a while, so yeah, it's been very
We'll
quiet.
talk outside for a couple
Yeah.
minutes after this.
Okay.
Public comment, if there's anything, do we have online stuff? Is there any?
No,
No,
we
okay.
do not.
With that, I'll look for motion for adjournment.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, do I have a